What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. So, your man's Dillian, the shillian shite, has responded to Tyson Fury's recent barrage, calling him and Anthony Johnston and Alexander Usyk out for being cowards and for being messy, essentially. Tyson Fury says that these men are messy beta orbiters. They're all begging for something. They all went really wanting to commit to any particular decision. They're all just out here looking for something from him. That's Tyson Fury's allegation. That's what Tyson Fury is alleging. Now, Shillian Shite has broken his silence. We literally haven't heard from Shillian for about 3 months. So it's quite interesting to see his thoughts. He says, I just want FUCK in war. That's all I want, is to go to war with the best. At GK, at Johnston, at Eddie Hearn. F all this he said, she said BS. He also made some more comments. He said Dillian Whyte is doing his work behind the scenes. And finally, he put, I don't want peace, I want problems. At Dillian Whyte wants blood. So there you go. I mean, oh, it's bad. It's quite interesting. Dillian says that, I'm done with the talking and I don't want to talk, I want more action and this, all these weird, funny style cliches. Let's talk more action. Sounds like AJ. Yeah? All this crypticness. Oh, look at Dillian here. Posting it. What's it? Weird. Oh, I'm going to post a video and be super edgy. Or is that what your lawyers have told you to do? It's almost like his lawyers have told him don't make any comments, so he thought, well, I'll make a video, but then I'll put a text on the screen. Maybe that... what's wrong with these guys, man? And even the message itself. I don't want more talk, I want more action, Mo. But Dillian, you're talking. More action would be... Breaking news! Dillian Whyte drops the lawsuit. Signs to fight Tyson Fury immediately. That'd be... wanting war, wouldn't it? That would be done with it, he said, she said. All you're doing here, really, is creating more he said, she said. You're putting a cryptic video out where you stand there and say nothing, trying to look hard. Yeah? And you're talking about, and that's what I don't get. Same as Johnson recently. And this is what happens, you see. When men don't portray or don't have actions that are representative, instead, in this new era, they move to talking about it. So you see AJ. AJ was moist and soft as you like in the ring against Usyk. What happens immediately after we all see him being moist in the ring? He comes out of a campaign with Under Armour talking about, push through and fight hard and, throwback. And AJ himself tagging on his social media, #throwback fighter. It's like, what? We saw you moist as you like in the ring. What do you mean throwback fighter? But again, when you don't have the minerals or the courage to actually do it, you can just talk about it on Instagram and tag it and hashtag it. And all the casual fans, all the sheeple, oh yeah, look, oh Under Armour, oh look, #throwback fighter, yeah, AJ's a throwback fighter, look at his resume. What? You mean look at how he lost everyone half decent, who wasn't a million-year-old? Oops. Yeah? And then you got Shillian Shite, another one, talking, I just want effing war. But you don't want war, do you? That's why you turned down to 30%. I've been told you lot. Lennox Lewis, don't listen to me. Lennox Lewis himself punked you and said, listen, Dillian, you ain't like me. Me, I took the fight. I took the mandatory. And that's why, again, I made a video a second ago giving respect to Tyson Fury for conducting his career how he wants to do it. He's leading from the front. Tyson Fury does exactly what he wants to do. All these other men begging for something. And I give Tyson Fury credit because much like Lennox Lewis, what did Fury do? When Fury wanted his shot against Vlad, he took the 20-25% and was grateful. I remember it. Yeah, Tyson Fury was legitimately grateful just to have a shot at beating the man. That's what he wanted. I genuinely never remember Tyson Fury saying anything about the money. I really don't, at the time. Now, things have changed since then, but what's important is that first fight, his first World Championship fight, I didn't hear him say anything about, the coin isn't right, so we're not going to do this. All he wanted was a fair shake and a shot at Vlad, a shot to beat the man. Oops. Same as Lennox. These other guys, yeah? Oh, Miller, you know I'm a businessman, and that's because of the new Instagram era, you see? You got all these TikTokers, and all these financial TikTokers, and all these goofy dudes with the watches. Oh, man, you know, I got a watch, and, you know, it's AP, and, you know, it's French, and I'm from the French Riviera, and I'm from the south of France, and, you know, think you're super edgy, don't they? It's weird. I don't know. It's zesty. To me, it's zesty. Yeah, if you're a man talking about your watch, it's zesty. But in my opinion, that's my opinion. Oh, but YB, you're broke. I'm broke. Yeah, 100%. But you listen, I might be broke, but you are zesty if you talk about watches. I don't care what no one says. Like, what does it do? Wait there. You man, tell me. I don't know. I'm broke. Yeah, but does buying a big watch add 6 inches of girth to your ting? Because if it don't, I ain't really interested, truth be known. Oh, well, you know, I got a watch, and it's you know, it's a Patek, and, you know, it's Philippe, or some people say Philippe, and others say Felipe, and you got some seriously zesty individuals on this planet, I'm telling you now. Well, you know, you broke, and I got a watch, and damn, you got some goofy watch, some man soldier that cost him 1% of what you paid for it. Nice, but anyway, move on back on the topic, man. Yeah? Because, in fact, it's relevant because AJ himself got his box of watches out on the other day on Instagram. Oh, well, you know, I'm making smart investments, and you zesties, what you doing? Yeah? That just showed, that really summed up how zesty Johnson really was. Anyway, listen. Shillian. Let's get back to Shillian here. F all this BS, he said, she said. When are you gonna... Dillian, let me ask you this now. Talking about F all this BS... he said, she said, when are you going to sign the contract then? Because that for me is the only way we can really get rid of the he said, she said. The reason we're in this problem of he said, she said is because individuals like yourself, Zest Johnston and Alexander Jusic haven't called any shots. I keep saying it. How is it we've got 4 men in the conversation at the moment, yeah? And none of them are trying to make any decisions. Apart from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury right now has got an offer out to Dillian Whyte and is entertaining to step aside. But the fact he sent the offer to Dillian means that any one of these guys can choose. Why ain't no one pulling the string? Why hasn't AJ said, no, I'm doing this? They're all the sidemen, aren't they? That's what I've concluded. And Dillian here, I mean, he's trying to change the optics, much like AJ has, with all of his Under Armour ads, trying to convince everyone he's a throwback fighter, when we all watched him not being that. Oh, F all this, F all that, I'm going to put out a really cryptic video and be super edgy, look really hard on Instagram. But behind the scenes, nothing's changed. Why are you lying? You met Dillian, let me tell you now, Shillian. Yeah, Mr. Shillian Shite, you may as well have been just carried on being quiet. Because all you've done here is make yourself look like a big muppet, truth be known. Oh, F all this, F all that, but you know what, I'm actually behind the scenes going to carry on doing what I've been doing. How that makes sense? The only way, yeah, this video would make sense is if immediately following this video, we all find out. Okay, to be fair, I'll give Dillian some time. If in the next day or two, yeah, we hear that Dillian has chosen to accept the fight with Fury, I'll put my hands in the air and say, you know what, fair play to Dillian. Clearly, he has chosen just to go to war. But if this carries on to dragging out until March, you don't want to go to war. And that's been my bait. I don't think you do want to go to war. That's why you're doing this whole thing. And that's why you lost me as a supporter. Because I've put videos out taking the Michael out of Fury on your behalf. I'm not saying it's all about me, but listen, all I can talk about is my own personal experience. I've put videos out supporting Shillian against Fury. All I wanted from Dillian is to do what he said he wanted to do. It came to it, and all of a sudden he's talking about the numbers. I can't respect that. And I would say the same thing about Fury versus Klitschko. If Fury, the part of the reason I was a big Fury fan back then was the fact that he wanted to fight. That's what's admirable. Now, there are some goofy fangirl in this day and age who, oh man, it's about the bag, and you know, I don't care about the sport, I care about the bag. And you gotta respect Johnston. You gotta respect Anthony. You gotta respect Anthony the bodybuilder Johnston, because he wants the bag and he's gotta think about his generational wealth. He ain't gotta do. He can do what he wants. I haven't got to. You zesty fangirl types who want to talk about his bank account, that's good for you. Me, I'm interested in the soul of the sport. And Zest Johnston maxing out his bank account and being useless in the ring doesn't do anything for the soul of the sport. Dillian Whyte accepting the challenger terms. Don't forget that. You can try and dress it up all you want about interim champion. You never beat no one to be interim champion. That's a trinket belt. It's a trinket title. You are a challenger like any other bum challenger. That's the facts. You are, Dillian, let me tell you now, because obviously no one around you will tell you. You are a bum challenger. Same as if anyone else challenged. That's all you are at this particular point in time. If you want to be more, go in there and roll the dice. Yeah? That's what you want to do. About, I'm into him this, I'm into him. You're into him nothing. You're the interim bum, is what you are. That's what the truth, that's what history will say. History will never remember. Is it? No. Oh, well, Dillian was from 2018 from 2020 to 2022. Dillian was the interim. No one can remember that. It's not even a real thing, I don't think. So I don't know what it is. To be honest, I'm annoyed at the WBC for even giving you that. You didn't do nothing for it. What, you went life and death with an old man? Come on now. Povetkin wasn't some... Oh, well, YB, you see, the thing is, Povetkin was like the top cat, and Dillian beat him and knocked him out, no? You made him... You got chinned, and you had to go back and go 50-50 with an old man again. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. That don't mean you're interim champion. You are a challenger, and you need to know your place. And accept that, and crack on, and do the things you talk about going to war. Because for me now, even if he did, I would respect it to some extent, but even now, for me, it's soured. For me, I'm back in Fury. And I'd back him anyway, but there was a time I'd have backed Dillian, but not now. He turned me off too much. Too much business. I'm sick of the business. Yeah, I'm sick of looking around. Everywhere I look, yeah, it's someone talking about business. Johnston. Oh, well, even if I do accept step aside, I'm a businessman, and I'm... What happened to that? I thought you was a throwback fighter. Which is it then? Oh, well, No, we know what it is. You damn right you're a businessman. You fight like a scary businessman as well. That's the truth. Yeah? You're right. Same as Shillian. You're a businessman as well. And that's fine. Oh, but you got to get your coin. No, but you can do both. Don't forget, Lennox Lewis made plenty of coin. Oops. Yeah? And that's the thing. When you actually lead with the soul in mind, coin will follow. Yeah? There's never been a man with a big soul in the sport of boxing who hasn't made some good coin. Especially in the position that these men are in. You're already at the top. You're already making millions. So please spare me the whole, oh well, he needs to think about his legacy. He needs to think about his coin. He's got plenty of coin. Every single one of these individuals is set for life. Now they're not billionaire rich, but who is? And like I said, what you want to do is focus on winning, because the way Johnson is, talk about businessman, your business would be a lot better if you weren't losing to everyone. Oops, yeah? So if you really want, I've been saying that for the longest time, if Johnston really wants to maximise his business, number one, he wants to work out how to win. And number two, he wants to work out how to win ferociously and stop running around for 10 rounds. That's what you really want to focus on, rather than going life and death with everyone who's half decent. Same as Shillian. If you're really interested in business, work out how not to get chinned by some 50-year-old. Yeah? Work out how to actually become champion and be someone. Work out how to not just milk the Sky pay-per-view because it's there and fight bums. You should be grateful that you've got paid out what you have, fighting a bunch of bums. Because what have you done? Genuinely, if you ask a casual boxing fan what Shillian Whyte has done, they won't have a clue, apart from maybe he got knocked out by Johnston. That's it. Dillian Whyte's known for getting knocked out by Johnston. What's he done since? Give me the headliner. Oh, what? He went 50-50 with B-level Parker. Parker's known as Parker's a raving B-level. Yeah? And you went 50-50 with him. AJ leftovers. That's what is that what you're known for? Come on now, get serious, people. So I wish you would go to war, Dillian, but unfortunately, going to war on Instagram, don't cut it for me. What you want to do is go to war with Fury now. That's what you, in fact, 2-3 months ago, you should have been said that. Because all you're doing right here is what we call woofing, just talking for the sake of it.